love it did a last. Heaven knows it's high time. I've been waiting on my own too long.
The first time we met, I was working at a clothing boutique in downtown Boise.
Well, I walked into a little boutique downtown. I'd had lunch and I was doing a little shopping. I have a really good friend who worked in this little boutique.
So she called me and said, my friend Ryan's going to come across the street and he's going to take you to lunch.
So unbeknownst to me, I walked into this boutique and I see this beautiful woman standing there.
When he came over, he didn't have any idea that he was taking me to lunch.
So I see kind of like this angelic figure and I remember thinking, is this Katy?
So when he got there, I was grabbing my purse and I said, okay, I'm ready to go.
Kind of got the sense that she needed to go somewhere and I think I said,
where are we going? And I was like, well, we're gonna go to lunch. So he's like, wow, you move fast.
Having already been to lunch, I thought, there's no way I'm passing up this opportunity.
And then we went to lunch and we hit it off instantly and had great conversation the whole time. And
I thought, you know, this person's out of my league, so I'm not going to make any moves that might not shy her away from me.
Just really enjoyed his energy and his sense of humor. He made me laugh the whole entire lunch.
Probably about halfway through the lunch, she said, by the way, I have a boyfriend. So I thought, oh, this is great.
And when you hold me like you do, it feels so right. Oh, now I start to forget how my heart gets torn.
Once she was completely out of the relationship and school had settled down a little bit, she called me and said, I really want to see you. And I said, great, let's
go to San Francisco with him to go see a fashion show. And I think he kind of knew that that was an opportunity that I wasn't going to pass up. And I say opportunity because that was kind of the joke of that trip, where I was trying to tiptoe into the whole relationship thing.
I would say mostly platonic time in San Francisco, but it was good because we built a friendship with each other.
At that point, I realized how serious this was and how much he meant to me.
We had our peaks and valleys in between that time.
I called him and said, this is what I want. I want to be with you. And
we decided we were going to go to San Francisco, and we back to our roots of where we kind of started our relationship.
I think it was that trip that we started discussing wedding plans.
I was going to say, I love spending time with you, or I love being with you here. And I said, I love, and she said, me?
I think I said, I love you.
Then I said, well, actually, yes, I do. I love you. And she said,
I love you. I love you so much, and I want to be with you forever.
I think that was the point where the marriage ball started to kind of roll. After that point, we knew what was going to happen.
Oh, that's right. That is what happened. Yeah.
Turning circles time again, cut like a knife. Oh, now, if you love me, I got to know for sure. 'Cause it takes something more this time than sweet, sweet lies. Oh, now, before I open up my arms and fall, losing all control, every dream inside my soul. When you kiss me on that midnight street, sweep me off my feet, singing.
She has the hugest heart, and often you don't expect someone that's that beautiful to be so kind.
He's incredible. He very good looking, very intelligent.
She is the sweetest person who I've ever met.
He's always been so generous in our relationship, and always been one to kind of go above and beyond.
she'd picked out some rings, and I had one that was designed specifically for her.
So I kind of thought something was coming, but he gave me about a 7-month timeline, and so I kind of was like, well, it'll happen sometime.
And I was ready to do it. I had this big rigmarole and this big line of things that I was going to do, and it was going to be perfect, and the scene was going to be beautiful. And it didn't exactly work out like I thought it would.
We got to McCall right as the sun was going down, and Ryan said, I want to go down to the lake and take pictures. And
it was the perfect scene of what I'd pictured. There was the lake, and we were in McCall, and the sun was cascading into the water. And
I was like, mascara running down my face and drool, and I was like, great, we're going to take pictures now. I just woke up.
We jumped out into like mosquito heaven.
So Ryan's all frantic, and I'm like, what's going on? We'll go get mosquito spray and everything will be fine.
We finally found bug spray. We get to the thing, we put bug spray on, and I bound over these little rocks to run kind of down the thing because I'm so nervous at this point.
These huge boulders that we had to climb over to get down to the lake, and he is like already down to the lake before I'm even halfway over a boulder.
I look back and she's standing up in front of the rocks and like perfect timing, not knowing what was going to happen. She says,
hey, well, I thought we were in this together. And he looks up at me like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't help her.
And I take the camera and I put it in my pocket, and she looks at me like,
and I was like, thought we were taking pictures, I guess not, we're just gonna hang out for a while.
I couldn't do anything. I couldn't think of what I had to say. I had no rhyme in my head.
Anybody who knows Ryan knows how suave he is, and he always has great things to say, and I'm sure for a moment like that, he'd been planning it for a while and been planning the words he was going to say.
And all I did was I pull out this little pouch that my mother had given me, and I said,
Katie, I've had this thing in my pocket all day. Will you marry me?
And she just looks at it. That's it. That's all I could come up with. The least romantic thing in the world.
So I started bawling, and we kissed, and it was wonderful. It was so romantic.
This year's love it pitiless. This year's love it pitiless. This year's love it pitiless. This year's love it pitiless.
I think I have taken a lot of time to tell you how I feel about you. And I don't know that there's a lot more to say, but I'm hoping that you'll give me the next 100 years of our lives to come up with some more things and to show you how amazing you are. And I think that what I was looking for throughout my whole life was someone who I could walk with instead of someone who I could pull along or walk in front of or push forward. And I know that in you, that's what I found.
Ryan, I want to thank you for everything, for every single day that we spend together, because you make me so much a better person, and I learn so much from you every day, and I look forward to our life together. I know it's going to be wonderful. Every day with you is so wonderful, and I can't wait to have children with you and to see our lives unfold. And I just want to tell you that I love you so much, and thank you for being the person you are.
Whoa, yeah, this is love.